I wonder if it's just here to build up into what is going to be Cronus. Very simple, to be fair. Like, there isn't really much to it, so I'm gonna wait to see where the actual song goes. I know this is a song, but you know the instrumental into the actual word the song is. Yeah, it sounds like weirdly creepy at the same time as well, but I don't know. I feel like this doesn't need to be here, in all honesty. Like, if I was making an album, I wouldn't put this in, like, in this bit right here. Like, for me, I'm thinking White Ward are better in small doses than doing full album, because the full album it's weird, but parts of it just don't work. Well, in this one, like, the other ones might be better, but this one, there's a lot of weirdness where there doesn't really need to be, in my opinion anyway. Like this, where it's just, like, purposefully, like, distorting the fucking music. Yeah, I have no idea, man. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking here, but if somebody would like to explain it to me in the comments, man, please do, because I have no fucking idea. You're fine, mate, don't worry about it. Like, what's a good choice, like, for an album? Like, I'm not gonna deny it, because it's still good to see, you know, kind of where they go when they go full album compared to single.
The bullet hits the mark.
Oh man, not another clean. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. I love the music, I just don't like his claims, man. His claims do nothing for me. Possibly, I don't know, mate. You'd have to look it up and see. You're good at comparison. Come on, you know you want to go heavy now, you know you do. You know to go into growls, man, you know you do. There we go, man. See, this growl is so much better, man. So much better. Interesting, man. Like, I know why they're trying to do, like, clean and all that. They're just trying to, like, add more diversity, which is not a bad thing unless it's done in a way which is not as listenable as what the other would be. Especially in this genre of music, man. Cleans and stuff like depressive black or atmospheric or whichever way you want to go about it is difficult because it's very much it's an aggressive but peaceful type of music. Like, there's passion and power and everything built into it, but to hit it clean is different, man, because it's not like we're listening to a draconian kind of sound. This is a much heavier kind of a sound, but still. So, a bullet hits the mark. There is no way back. We live in the dark, torn to shreds. The light is no longer bright light. We're all living in this darkness, in this dystopia, in whichever way you wish to describe it. And justice is never served. There is no time to cry. A lot of justice is never served, especially against the ones who truly do deserve it. Like the politicians who murdered like thousands of people just for the sake of a war, for something that is not really it's worth fighting for, but is it worth killing like thousands of innocent people for it? Not particularly. Like, the ones who truly deserve, the politicians who've like ordered the lives of millions or like thousands or millions of people, man, it's like, I wish it would happen, but you know it's not going to. Money speaks at the end of the day. A spotless mind does not escape the fate. It only can embrace the pain and fade. The fade is the end of life. Like, you can embrace the pain, embrace the way the world is, and then eventually you'll fade from this existence. The red colours mask the grass, that's blood right there. In them we trust. Our lifeless heart is mute. A vivid flash is rust. And yeah, I think we're getting the idea a little bit, man. The lack of love nurtures the drama. Eroded trust will never be rebuilt. Ignorant fools elect their kings to set the rules. Like, the kings are the ones in charge. Like, there doesn't have to be a literal king. It's depends where you live in the world, I guess. But yeah, like, even here, like, we have a king technically, but it's still the politicians who are running the show at the end of the day to get away with any crime. Grey matter pierces the flesh. Like, grey matter makes you think of a brain. Like, imagine a brain piercing the flesh. Like, a hot metal dash divides the line ultimately. And yeah, we see where we're going. We're seeing the kind of like stupidity of the world, how everybody's just under the same banner, under the same guise of having to toe the line in some respects, or a lot of respects, should we say. But still. I love this build actually, like this kind of heavier kind of sound into the sax actually. It sounds kind of cool, to be fair. jump up, you know, but still. So, let's do the last little bit now that the lyrics are done for this. So, a bullet to worship a trigger. That's such a fucking good way to describe how guns work, man. The bullets worship a trigger, because without the trigger, there's no way they're going anywhere. The fingers shiver in eager, like wanting to shoot something. The metal rests in the dark. In the second before the wreck, if we shut our mouths, then the wave will cover it. The wave is like the wave of like relief or death or that kind of way, I'm assuming. Like, I'm guessing like going into a car crash type shit is, I think, is where they're trying to go there, but don't quote me on that. How long will we bend our knees? The life is lost at no cost. How long will we break our backs? The life is lost at no cost. Like, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know how long it's gonna last for. Like, I wish it wasn't. I wish we could do something about it. Like, we need a lot of fucking people in order to honestly get back any country. Not just even like the big country. I mean the small countries, man. I don't even mean like England or America or anything like that. I mean like the smaller nations, man. If you can get back the smaller nations, then you can work on the bigger ones and work on Europe and then work on everywhere else, man. But like, think people are lost at no cost, man. People aren't even given the basic necessities they need to thrive, man. Like, even like when you become homeless, like because you don't have an address, you can't fucking work, you can't get benefits, you're just trapped, man. It's hard to get off once you get to that lowest low of points, man. It's fucked up beyond measure, but that's the way the world goes, sadly. The young blood fibrillates on the ground. Like, you know, the defibrillator where it's bringing you back to life, it fibrillates on the ground. The order of life and death is upside down. Like, yeah, the ones who are the most vulnerable should be protected. The ones who are infallible should be the ones at the very bottom that nobody gives a fuck about that. Like, I understand, like, kind of why it is, because obviously money breeds power. Power corrupts indefinitely, and yeah, a lifeless heart is dumb. Well, yeah, no shit. It exults no more. A vivid flash was a crime. It prospers. No, the vivid flash was the gunshot. And then the heart, like, the bullet went through the heart. And then it obviously prospers no longer. And yeah, sadly, anyway. Almost into the very last song as well, man. Literally one song left now. Which is the name of the album. Like, when it's proper growled, proper everything, it's very well done, but when it gets to the cleans, I don't like it, but like overall it's a very, very, very good album. Like, it's not the best album I've ever heard, but it's not bad either. It's not mid, but it's like somewhere between good and mid, somewhere around there, so like floating around like the 3/4 mark, should we say. But still, one song left to go. Well, it's 2 songs, but it's 1 song, you know what I mean, because like number 8 is instrumental, so we're just gonna play it anyway. But still, either way, last one to go. Let's go.